So that's a nice segue into speaking to organizations, because I feel like a lot of leaders in organizations don't know that their employees are carrying this caregiver burden, because so often we just go about our daily work,
Hmm.
don't share these things.
Hmm.
So what can employers do to support their workforce who may be caring for elderly parents and elderly loved ones?
Hmm. Um, there is a lot that they can do, because what you say is right. A lot of people do suffer in silence.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people suffer in silence, and I think there's something about being relational with the staff, with your staff, with your
Mm,
workforce. You know, having that relationship where they feel that it's okay to say that I'm feeling overwhelmed. It's
yeah.
okay, and because sometimes the only time that you find that there is an issue is when it's gone very far off the
Yes.
scale, and
Yes.
sickness absence, and then you're looking at the reasons for sickness absence, and it's, well, why are they off, and then
Yeah.
it's stress, and then, well, what kind of stress is it? Is it personal? Is it work related? You know,
Mm,
it's that kind of thing. But by that time, it's probably hit a limit.
yes.
You know,
Yes.
for me, I manage a lot of staff. I mean, I'm probably about 300 plus staff
Wow.
I have
Wow.
responsibility for. How I know what's happening across my services for me is really, really important.
Yeah.
And I understand that I'm a bit hard on myself, to be honest with you,
Mm,
because sometimes I recognize that I should be strategic, but
mm,
I'm also kind of very operational as
yes.
well.
Yes.
And it's also important that I give guidance too to my
Yeah.
line managers, that you actually need to know what's happening within your service. You need to know, because whether we want to accept it or not, the people that we work with are our work family. We spend
Yes.
so much time with these people,
Yes.
you know. So, today, for example, later on this afternoon, I will be going to pay my respects at a funeral of a
Mm,
family member of one of my staff members.
yeah.
And for me, that's really
Yeah.
important,
Yeah.
you know, and recognizing that not only have I had that, but I've had staff, who have passed away. Um,
Mm,
I've had staff who have been ill, who are managing care, and what that does, and the mental stress and the mental pressures that brings. Um, the fact that I know that, for
yeah.
me, is important, because
Yes.
I then need to know, well, what support can we give? What
Yes.
support and it's making sure that the staff know that we are there, not to be punitive because of the fact that
Mhm.
they're having time off, or, well, when are you coming back to work? But it's actually, how can we as an organisation support you?
Yeah.
My organisation, for example, has an employee assistance program,
Okay.
and we therefore signpost staff, so if they need counselling support, then
Mm,
it's there, and other types of support. If they need it, then it's there. If there are issues with debt and finance, then the organisation has support for that.
yes.
But I think it's that dialogue about the fact that there is help available. If you
Yes.
are a carer caring for someone, then there is support. We have obviously we have young carers, because
Yeah.
that's also an area. You have
Wow.
young children who are helping in the family with a
Wow.
caring role. So it's not just about adults. You have young carers who are there, and there as a support. And it's, how can we support them? So we as a local authority will support young carers
Mhm.
as well as supporting the adult carers. So it's something that, for me, so from a workforce perspective, we have to remember that when people walk into work, they are employees. But when
Yeah.
they leave work and go out, they become the community. So
Yes.
it's important that we make sure that the community knows what's available, what is available to you, what can you access, what support is there, because there is a vast amount of support. But if we don't make sure that people are aware of it, then
Yeah.
they will suffer. They will
Yeah.
suffer in silence. So for me, I can do it both ways. I can make
Yeah.
sure that the community at large is made aware, but I can also make sure that my workforce, that my employees know that actually you are working for an employer that is supportive, that has a lot of forums that you can,
Yeah.
go to. We even have we actually have a spiritual group. We have a group
Wow.
that meets together, and they will pray and they will share their spiritual, their spiritual, the issues that, and then pray for each other, as well as other groups. Yes, you do have the LGBTQ groups, plus groups as well, and all the other diverse groups that people can get support from. So as a workforce, I do feel that we do a lot to engage, and so that they are aware of what support is there for them. And I do feel that if there is a need for support with care and care and support, then that is there for them as well, and that they can, that they know what's available to them, and that's really, really important.
Yeah, very much so. And so
organizations, I know that there are lots of organizations who do exactly the same or follow suit and will support. But as I said, the fundamental thing is about being relational, is about your employees knowing that you are there to support them and what support is available for them as employees, but also as the community.